Hello, I'm Neil Whelan, and welcome to the Wesleyan Podcast. This week we're talking about the Teachers' Pension Scheme with Will Corlett-Moss and Wesleyan Financial Services Specialist Financial Advisor, William Adams. They'll be talking about how it works, its benefits, and how and when teachers can start to get it. As always, I need to point out this podcast is for information purposes only and doesn't constitute financial advice. If you would like to talk to an advisor, stay tuned until the end, when I'll tell you how to get in contact with Wesleyan Financial Services to book an appointment. But for now, I'll hand you over to William. And first up, Will.
Firstly, could you give us an overview of the Teachers' Pension Scheme?
Yeah, of course. So the Teachers' Pension Scheme is a workplace pension, and it's what we call a defined benefit scheme. A defined benefit scheme is designed to provide you with a guaranteed income in retirement. As the scheme has developed over the years, the age at which you can actually take your benefits without penalty has also changed. This is often referred to as the normal pension age. As well as this, the way in which your benefits are actually calculated has also changed. Therefore, there are quite a few complexities to consider, and this can cause a lot of confusion for teachers around how much they're going to receive in retirement and when they're going to receive that money. Pension scheme is one of the most important benefits available to teachers, so it is very important that they take their full time to understand the scheme so that they can plan for retirement appropriately.
Okay, so following on from that, you mentioned that the way your benefits are calculated have changed. So could you tell us how exactly are your benefits calculated?
Sure. So the Teachers' Pension Scheme is made up of two types of scheme, namely the final salary and the career average. And then within the final salary scheme, it's also made up of two sections called the 80th and the 60th final salary. Which section or sections a teacher will have benefits in will depend on when they join the scheme. So if the scheme was joined before the 1st of January 2007, then they will have some benefits in the 80th section of the final salary scheme. The benefits here are made up of an annual pension as well as a lump sum. The pension is calculated at 1/80th of your average salary for each year of your pensionable employment. This is taxable. This income would be taxable. You will, however, also receive a lump sum, which is 3 times that annual pension figure, and the lump sum is tax-free. You can choose to increase this lump sum by converting part of your pension income. For each pound of annual pension that you're willing to give up, this will create an additional £12 of tax-free lump sum. However, by doing this, it will, of course, reduce the amount of annual income that you receive. The maximum lump sum that you're allowed to take is 25% of the capital value of the pension, subject to lifetime allowance limits. However, as of spring 2023, the lifetime allowance charge has actually been removed, and it is due to be abolished altogether in April 2024. Now, if you joined the pension scheme on or after the 1st of January 2007, but before April 2015, you will have benefits in the 60th section of the final salary. Quite similar in many ways. You will receive an annual pension, which is calculated at 1/60th of your average salary, as opposed to the 1/80th, for each full year of service. This pension is also taxable. You do not, however, get a lump sum automatically with this part of the scheme. You may still convert part of your annual pension to create that lump sum. And again, same as the 80th, this will impact the amount of annual pension that you receive. The maximum lump sum is 25% of the capital value of the pension, subject to lifetime allowance limits. And finally, if you joined on or after the 1st of April 2015, then you will have benefits in the career average pension. In this scheme, you will accrue benefits each year based on 1/57th of your pensionable salary.
Great. So following on from that, can you offer any guidance on how you can go about increasing your pension?
Yeah, so there are many options available. If you've recently joined the Teachers' Pension Scheme, or if you're a tapered or transition member, you can increase your pension benefits in a number of different ways within the career average arrangement. You can buy additional pension in multiples of £250. And if you are a transitional member who's already doing something similar within the final salary part of the pension, you can also buy additional pension in the career average arrangement. Each year, you could choose to have faster accrual on your pension benefits within that scheme year. So that's another option available to you. The standard accrual rate is 1/57th, as I said, but you can choose to increase this and at an additional cost, and you can increase this accrual to 1/55th, 1/50th, or even a 45th. If you're within 6 months of joining the career average, then you do have another option available, which is called buyout. And you buy out the early reduction that would be applied to your pension should you take it after the age of 65, but before state pension age. So normally there'd be an adjustment made, but you can choose to buy out this adjustment. Purchase of additional pension, faster accrual, or early reduction buyout are subject to an overall limit of £8,000 per annum for the 2023-2024 scheme year. This limit is increased automatically each year based on the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. Final option is that you could make additional voluntary contributions, or AVCs, which is a money purchase arrangement similar to a personal pension, where you can pay in either regular or just a single contribution, which is then invested to build up a fund which you can take from the age of 55.
Great, Will, thank you. So final question then, are there any alternate ways to save for retirement?
Yeah, so you can consider cash-based options, such as saving with your bank or building society. Another option, and one that many consider, is investing in property. And you could also consider longer-term savings, such as investment plans or looking at additional pensions. We always suggest that it's worth speaking to a specialist financial advisor to get an understanding of your options and to consider the pros and cons of each.
And that's our show for this week. Thank you to Will and William. As I said, if you're looking for expert financial advice, go to wesleyan.co.uk, where you can book a no-obligation appointment with one of our specialist financial advisors. To find out more about Wesleyan, we're on Twitter, /X, and Facebook, Instagram, and of course LinkedIn. And if you found what you've heard here useful, you can like and subscribe to us on all the usual podcast platforms, as well as on YouTube, with a whole range of videos covering all sorts of financial topics. But that's it for now. So until next time, thanks for listening.